Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to the breakdown number 9. It is April 11th, 2016. I put out 4 videos this week, so I'm going to talk about those videos. The first video that came out this week was Project STI Part 1. I know you guys love the Project series. You know, we have Project STI and we have Project GTR. You guys keep on asking for more Project GTR videos. I got a big surprise coming up, alright? So hold on. It's coming. It's happening soon, but it's not ready yet. It's almost ready, so just wait, just wait. So I ended up doing Project STI Part 1, facelift. The big boy came over and we installed a JDM front grille and a carbon fiber front lip. It makes the front end look amazing. It looks really aggressive now with the carbon fiber lip on it. It's got a nice lower look to it. The JDM grille, something that's so small or subtle, it makes a huge difference. The car looks mean as heck right now. The car looks awesome. And I wish that grille came on the car from the factory, but whatever, had to get it. Parts for Project STI came in. I have a bunch of stuff in my garage right now that I'm putting on, so get ready. I'm filming a whole bunch more Project STI videos, and be ready for the new Project GTR surprise that's going to be coming out soon. I promise you guys are going to love it. The second video that came out this week was the 50K flare challenge. I did it for you guys for 50,000 subscribers. We decided to do something special for you guys. So I challenged the big boy to see who can do 50 flares first. Everybody knows that big boy is a flare master, but I had to bring my A game. Big boy goes to the gym. He's always working out, lifting. He's trying to get all buff, but he doesn't have the cardio. So I used that to my advantage, and I was able to get to 50 flares before Big Boy, but there's a bunch of laughs. Big Boy ended up falling like on his 4th flare. Josh messed up the whole entire count. His only job was to count the flares. He messed up immediately, but I did it for you guys. I filmed that the night before, so I stayed up, I edited that whole entire video, and got it out to you guys the next day. So I hope you guys appreciate that one, because we really appreciate all 50,000 views. So the third video that came out this week was Locked in the Skate Park. It was the 4th Incline Club lock-in, the 3rd one that I videoed. I actually missed one of them because I was away on a trip. Big Boy was there, Cory was there, Cranmer was there. We had so much fun. There was a whole bunch of kids that were there, so many of them. And I was the host. I was the one that had to come up with all the games, and I had to do all the announcing. And it was a whole lot of work, but just seeing how happy the kids are and seeing how much fun the kids have, it makes it all worth it 100%. So we ended up bringing out the tandem bike, so we had the random tandem challenge. Seeing Big Boy go around that thing on his own was pretty funny. Cory was there. He ended up doing a tail whip over Big Boy. That was awesome. Also, I ended up doing a few tricks in that video. Flare turn down to 5-4 tail tap. I haven't done one of those in probably 8 years, so it was cool to bring that trick back. We're gonna do more of those, so go follow at the Incline Club Skate Park, and you guys will see when the next lock-in is. And the 4th video that came out this week on the channel was the New York trip. We went up to Brooklyn, New York. It was me, Cory, Big Boy, and Maddie. And we went to Brooklyn, New York because it was the Vans 50th birthday. Vans Shoes is 50 years old. That is amazing. They've been around since 1966. I'm so proud to be sponsored by Vans. Vans is such an awesome company. I've ridden for Vans pretty much my whole entire professional career, so amazing. I'm so grateful for that. We went up to the House of Vans in Brooklyn, New York to celebrate. We were the BMX guys that were there. We went there to represent, and it was so much fun. You know, hanging out with everybody, seeing Steve Van Doren and all the guys that work for Vans was amazing. But we ended up bringing our bikes, and we decided to do a bunch of riding while we were there. When we went to go ride, we had like the worst luck ever. House of Vans has a skate park inside of it, and they ended up like partying like way too hard the night before. So there was still stuff like everywhere, so we couldn't ride there like we were supposed to. So I had to come up with another plan, a plan B, and we rode around New York City, and we found a bunch of stuff to ride. We ended up riding this awesome ledge setup that was amazing. We had a blast on that thing. I ended up doing feeble to manual to bar to Smith on it. Maddie did a gap to manual on it that was awesome. I jumped onto the loading dock and jumped off a dumpster that some guy parked there and landed in this like little landing area. I love riding stuff like that, just different kind of things. Ever since I was a kid, I've been riding street. I know a lot of you guys now, you guys kind of like label yourselves as either a street rider or a park rider, maybe a dirt rider, but when I grew up riding BMX, BMX was BMX. You rode every single thing. You never labeled yourself as one rider, so I never considered myself only a park rider or only a street rider or a dirt rider. I ride everything. I love every aspect of BMX, so all you guys should ride everything. Don't be scared. It's okay to have a diverse interest in BMX riding. You can ride everything. It's perfectly fine. So then we went down to this pump track, and the pump track was like in an area that was like being worked on. It was like a construction site. We asked like a couple guys how to get into the place, and they kept on telling us, oh yeah, go slide over that gate, go over to that gate. And they kept on sending us to different gates. A big boy found a gate that was open. We went into this construction site. It ended up not being the entrance to the place that we wanted. Big boy tried to find the guy at the pump track to let us in. The guy, he said that we weren't allowed in there. And then a worker came over and kicked us out. And he was like saying that we were going to get fined and whatnot. So that was kind of stressful. We ended up finding another spot on the side of the bridge and we had a little session on that too. So the trip was amazing. If you guys watched the video, you guys will know that Cory Burglar had a toothache the whole entire trip.
I got a toothache!
So he was complaining about it. I didn't even think he was going to come, but he said he wouldn't miss it for the world, and that's Cory Burglar. Cory Burglar is a bad dude. He doesn't care at all. He came along, and towards the end of the trip, he was miserable. He couldn't stand the pain at all. So the next day, he went to the dentist. His wisdom teeth were coming in, so they ended up pulling his teeth. Cory Burglar sent me a photo of his teeth pulled. Cory Burglar lost some teeth, so definitely go follow Cory Burglar and ask him how much money he got from the tooth fairy. Alright, so we're going to do a question and answer just like I do every single week on the breakdown. So I picked a couple questions. The first question is from Nick Foster. He asked me, do you break many parts? We never see a spare bike with you. I really don't break many parts. I mean, I credit that to my sponsors, Snafu and Hyper, for making quality stuff, but I also credit that to myself and my riding. For riding as long as I have, I've broken many parts in my day, but at this point, I've kind of figured out how not to break parts. I'll usually ride the same tires for like almost a year. Same wheels and everything. I really don't bend them too much. Maybe I've just learned how to ride my bike properly at this point, but yeah, I don't really break too many parts. So the second question I'm going to answer is from its_jinx, and the question is, what's it like dropping in for a regular session compared to a big contest like X Games? That's a pretty cool question. Every session is different. I mean, but X Games is pretty much always the same. X Games is, the biggest event of the year, so you're extremely focused and there's tons of pressure. You got the cameras on you and you know that that moment you aren't going to get back for a whole nother year. So there's a lot of focus that goes into that situation. But when you're riding a regular session, there's times where you're completely relaxed and you think you're just going to be hanging out, and then you get the urge to go, huge and try like a new trick or a new gap or something like that. I don't know, it completely just flips like that, like a switch on me. There's points where it's the same because you focus so hard on something and you get your adrenaline going and you're so amped up to do a trick or to do a line or something like that. But at the same time, nothing compares to the pressure of X Games. X Games it's a huge event and you feel it definitely when you're on the course. The third question I'm going to answer this week is from Liam Gilbert 18. If you didn't get into BMX, what do you think you'd be doing right now? That's a crazy question because I couldn't even imagine my life without BMX, honestly, at all. I don't know. When I was in like middle school or high school and I was trying to think about what I was going to do with my life, I kind of thought about being a cop. I couldn't imagine myself being a cop right now at all. No possible way. I love animals, so maybe I could be like a veterinarian or something like that. I like music, but I really don't know what I'd be doing with that, so I don't know. It's a hard question to answer, and I'm really happy that my life revolves around BMX. Last question I'm going to answer is from T. Pecunies 18, and the question is, how do you learn how to manual? It's pretty funny that you actually asked that question because I'm putting up a manual how-to this week, and I teach Big Boy how to manual. He had a decent manual. Like, he would manual a little bit, but he wasn't consistent with it. So I decided to teach Big Boy how to manual in an attempt to teach you guys how to manual also. If you watch that video, it will answer your question. So next I'm going to talk about what's coming out this week on the channel. Like I mentioned, the how-to manual is going to be out. Also, Wheel Misfortune number 4, when we go to Trey Jones' house, is going to be out this week. I know how much you guys like Wheel Misfortune, so it should be out probably on Wednesday. Also, there's going to be a video from the Jump for Joy contest that just happened this weekend at the skate park. It's a crazy video, awesome riding. You guys are going to love that one. And then also we have a hike competition that's coming out this week. We use that bunny hop meter and we put it on top of a bank. Big shocker in that one. Huge shocker in this video. So I got a bunch of awesome videos that are coming out this week. So make sure you subscribe right now so you guys don't miss them. So we have a bunch of big plans for filming videos this week. Weather is starting to get good, so we can finally maybe go and film the Cory Burglar worst crash ever video. I know you guys have been waiting for that one. You guys keep on asking for it. I'm sorry it's taking so long, but the weather is just not cooperating and we need good weather to film it. So bear with me. It's coming out soon. Also filming this crazy new series. I don't want to get too deep into it, but you guys are gonna love it. It's insane. We're still in the process of filming it. It's not done yet, and it is absolutely crazy. You guys are gonna love it, I promise. Alright, so that's gonna be it for this week's breakdown. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Remember to subscribe to my channel, and if you guys have any questions for next week's breakdown, put it in the comments below. Or you can follow me at Scotty Cranmer, and you can DM me questions or comment your questions on there, and I will do my best to have them in here. But it depends on how good the question is also. You guys keep on asking for my Snapchat. I have a Snapchat. It's Scotty _ Cranmer. I haven't used it yet, so if you guys want to be the first ones to add me on Snapchat, go add me up right now, and I'm gonna be using it soon. My big debut is gonna happen soon on Snapchat, so you guys can be the first on there. Alright, so that's gonna be it. Remember to subscribe to the channel, and thanks for watching, guys. Peace!